traditional powers that they are battling, like Villarreal and Sevilla, but they're only 6 points above Eibar. And maybe a slip down. Varane and Nacho will be on the back line. And the front six about as strong as Zidane can come up with.
And if you can remember the last time that the BBC started a game together, well, you've got a pretty sharp man.
69, 1923 breaking ground. Oh, driven along, looking for Ronaldo. There's a collision the other way, and Gareth Bale with an open volley that he slams into the hands of Neto.
As Ronaldo, he was perfectly onside. This is a ball that Neto has to come out to get, but Garay can't put on the brakes. He has to backtrack to stay with Ronaldo and just can't get out of the way. Maybe doesn't hear his goalkeeper saying that he's got it. Same exact situation we just saw, Phil, between Varane and Keylor Navas.
Credit to Neto for not going down. Bale, not sure if he was trying to get that one over what he was hoping would be a fallen keeper.
Just something can afford to lose. There it is. It's both the gloves of Neto smacking.
Step up by Kondogbia on the turn. Rodrigo, and he sends it high.
Well, maybe a case of Valencia too many, and that is what Kondogbia does. Those long limbs, wins the ball back in the midfield, leads to a short pitch. Most importantly, doesn't allow Real Madrid to break out on the counter. That is wonderful work from Geoffrey Kondogbia, intercepting that ball and allowing another.
Drives across for Benzema. One-touch Cristiano taken down in the box. And a foul against Montoya. Penalty for Real Madrid.
It's a perfect counterattack here for... And look at that. Everybody forward for Real Madrid and, of course, Valencia. And with those three breaking on the counter, this is the last man you want to see running full stride right at you. This time the return ball for Marcelo is perfect. And Benzema doesn't waste any time, doesn't take the extra touch. He sees Ronaldo in that central position, making the run into the box.
Cristiano Ronaldo, a slow performance in league from the goal condition, but here rolling home the penalty, his second in 3 tries, and Real Madrid slow to react, and Valencia now falls to Real's penalty, 1-0.
It's a perfect penalty, confidently driving down the middle of the pitch, running the entire length. And also great combinations. That ball from Benzema, the first time pass, it's simple, but it plays Ronaldo in. And he's the one who draws the foul from a panicky Martín Montoya, who didn't want Ronaldo to take that shot first time against Neto. It's a good start now.
Goes pass back, finds Kondogbia, fakes, drives, again with the left, denied by Navas from 25 yards out.
First touch from Kondogbia. It's excellent then. Always wants it on his left. Not a bad effort in the end, really forcing Navas to parry that ball well wide of his goal. Does well to just parry it in the direction of Marcelo. Doesn't allow Valencia to get a second attempt.
This the end of what was a mazy run forward.
Good job as well from Navas. That ball was coming at him with so much velocity. Parries it right into the path of Marcelo.
And a nearly full bench available for Zidane as well, should he wish. Navas in the center of his 6, sweeps back, gets the touch, but not enough. And the ball knocked by Kondogbia into the ground, and it bounces up for Navas to grab another. Does this go out?
Yeah, that's the big question. Looked like it. Here's a... Well, it's a difficult way to see from Coquelin as he squared it back to the middle.
Credit to Garay for trying.
Oh, that looked like it was out, Phil.
At least several inches. Cross. Carvajal as they switch fields. Back in for Benz, and a collision with Montoya again, and he's pointing to the spot again. Martín Montoya reckless on defense, and it costs Valencia again. Let's take another look.
Well, I don't know about that, Phil. I mean, there is contact, but does Benzema make a meal out of it when he feels that slightest contact? He goes to ground easy.
I disagree. I mean, you take a look. He doesn't have to keep his feet. I think it's just
center back's got to be in front of Benzema there.
That's
Montoya's in the right position.
And for the second time today from the spot, it's Ronaldo. He goes the other way, but with the same result.
First time Ronaldo strikes it side-footed, went for placement. This time he rattles it into that bottom corner. Neto. Does Benzema go to ground a bit too easy?
He's setting up for the header, and he just gets run into. It's reckless from Montoya.
That's a ball Montoya has to attack, Phil. How else can he go up and challenge it? He's expecting, I think, Benzema to go in the air. That's the difference. Benzema, the second he feels the contact, he stays grounded, he goes to ground. But if that's the case, if Benzema meet it, maybe it's certainly not a penalty. The fact that he goes to ground when he feels the contact.
Looking for a hat trick in the first half. Ronaldo knocked down.
The left-hand side.
Valencia needs to try and do something. In for Casemiro, gets the touch, he reaches out. Play on, says the ref.
Closer look at this. Casemiro, does he reach on it? Parejo's
contact.
Yep. It's already going to ground, Phil. That's the only thing the referee could have seen right there. I think he's making a meal out of it, Phil. Well, he's going to ground before the contact.
Is he? There's the contact down on the other end that Ronaldo was barking about.
A little kick out as well.
From Parejo. Disguises it well. Mina across. Eludes Modric. Whips into the middle, and Rodrigo with the net gaping sends it over the crossbar.
Well, it's a bit of a difficult one. All that pace off the ball and redirected towards goal. This would have been quite a moment of magic, because he's just trying to get the slightest tap. He doesn't have to put any power behind it. He just needs to redirect that power. Hits it with the side foot.
This season, 2 here more today. Another collision.
Lovely ball here from Carlos Soler. There's nothing in that.
Well, he actually cuts in front of him, and there is no extra put on. The ball had already left. Driven from the corner, knotted down Mina, and he sneaks it home. They've cut the lead in half. Beautiful service and a razor-sharp finish.
Oh, it's a heated celebration from Mina. Valencia feel they should. 5'9", Mina getting wide open in the heart of the box. He has 3 Madrid players all around him. Bale, Ronaldo, Carvajal, all standing around. And Mina's just able to get in front of, it's Nacho in the end. He slips. I think that's Bale that knocks down Nacho, Phil. Yeah, maybe Bale just tripping Nacho inadvertently. That allows Mina to get in front of his marker. Lovely glancing header from Mina. Game on.
Bale trying to get around the corner. Lato plays the angle. The Welshman into the area, squares to the spot.
By Tony Lato, and there it's the pace and the power to cut inside, and again, always on his left foot. We've seen Bale the creator more than anything. Ronaldo making the perfect run.
Marcelo sneaks it in, gets it back, drives it through, and puts Real Madrid in front by 2.
It's a sensational hit here from Marcelo, driven low and hard. And those two with a lovely understanding of one another. There's that return ball yet again. 2 1-2s between Asensio and Marcelo as he's played into the box. But take a look at how tight this angle is for Marcelo to squeeze this one through. It goes under the legs of Neto. Wow. Straight on at Neto. And he's not able to. Busquets.
Marcelo again sweeps it into the middle for Kroos. Flipped on Kovacic, and he buries it in the corner. Mateo with a starring role, but it's Kroos in the spotlight. Real Madrid now 4-1 up.
Him to continue that run. This is where the German's at his best. That second wave of run. He loves to. Is absolutely ridiculous. And it's sending the Valencia faithful back home. Take a look at this ball right here. Kovacic, first involvement today. This is just a moment of sheer genius. Talk about a return ball. We were just glowing about Asensio and Marcelo. How about that? This is just really without words to
take another look here. The insurance goal.
Take another look, or 10. What a ball. Marcelo is at the heart of it in the beginning. And then the final touch by Kroos.
That might have been the first touch that Kovacic had And it ended up being that bit of brilliance.
Their necks. So maybe not after.